oh shit, I'm not going to get a job making a movie because no one's going to give me a job. You know how hard it is to walk into Hollywood and say, hey, I can make a great movie. They want to see, where's your movie? And you're like, well, I haven't made one yet, but I think I could. You know, they're like, okay.
Just give me $80 million and I'll show you.
$80 million is it, and I can do something awesome. So what I did is I did a bunch of TV spots. I made them up. They're just fake spots, but I made them up and made like about 5 of them. And I put them on a reel, and by the time I finished my college career, I had these 5 spots or 8 spots or whatever, and I went out and I showed them around and I got a job. Now, it wasn't an awesome job, but it was a job, right? You know, I was shooting. Like, I went to work as a director, you know, 3 months after I graduated from college. Now, that's only because I feel like I knew that I needed to figure out how to get a job. I didn't want to, and it would have been fine, but I just didn't want to go to work at, you know, wherever else. By the way, no one was going to give me a job anyway. Trust me. I didn't have any other qualifications. So I literally was like, it was going to be like, I was going to be a director, or I was going to, I don't know, homeless. You know, so there were those 2 options, and homeless doesn't pay at all. So there was this. So I guess my point is that the work we did in school, we were passionate about. We felt 100% like it was cutting edge and cool, and with no boundaries. We didn't care who saw it or who didn't, but we thought it was cool. And it was weirdly restrained by this TV commercial format. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should go out and like make some TV commercials, but the thing that I learned, and I feel like is still true, is that the way you express is your product, right? If you're a filmmaker, the way you express, the way you see, that's it. That's all you got. Right? You don't have anything else except for your point of view. And if you can go shoot that, and the nice thing now is that you can go buy a D5, or you can borrow your buddies, like Canon D5, and you can get like a Nagra, or you know, the digital ones now, and you can, it costs not a lot of money to go shoot a movie. You can edit it on your Mac, and it's just as good as anything I was doing as far as quality, you know, freaking 20 years ago. So what I would say is just go make a freaking movie. You know, anyone can, like, you can do it. You can go make a movie now. It's possible. Where when I was in college, it was like to go make a movie was a huge, ridiculous deal. You had to kill people and steal their shit to go make a movie.
Who'd you kill?
I can't say who I killed because, of course, I would go to jail. But suffice it to say, I made, you know, production. I got film from somewhere.
I got a question for you regarding your first film, which is Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Several of the really big directors right now, you know, Peter Jackson, Sam Raimi, you started out in horror and really extreme horror and splatter movies. What is the luring thing there? Is it a way to be able to do all those crazy things when you were a young filmmaker? No boundaries?
Yeah, you know, my aesthetic, my basic aesthetic is really pretty rude. You know, like if I could just do whatever I wanted, it's basically like you want, like, you know, you want to show someone's legs getting like chainsawed off. Like you do. That's the thing, you're like, oh, that's cool, let's do that, it's fun. Chainsaw my guy's legs off, great. So that's like the best thing you can hope for, is to be in a situation where you're making a movie where you get to chainsaw someone's legs off. And so I guess my point is that, and I think any director would say that that's true. So in a zombie movie, of course, that's like a prerequisite, right? That's like day one, saw the guy's legs off. And I guess, I think that, you know, like you look at Raimi's stuff, and Raimi basically, like, he's the king of that, right? Like and he knows just tonally, it's like exactly the right tone where it's like the best time you can have is sawing someone's legs off. And I think that's the trick, where it's not, if you're sawing someone's legs off for real, that's, yeah, no, you don't want to do that. But if you're doing it and it's a good time, then it's awesome.